Ascension to kind of keep Light at bay, and you have a lot of short range champions as well to life steal and siphon health from. So honestly, pretty decent pick. It's just more about what Doingby is willing to go into this matchup, because I am expecting this to be Tarzan on the Gwen and Renekton up in the top side. Though they could technically flex it around.
Yeah, honestly, who knows at this point?
No way.
No, it's doing B Renekton mid. It's doing B Renekton mid, or it's a Gwen mid. Oh my days, they're going old school. And Renekton Elise? When's the last time you saw Renekton Elise in a competitive game? I'm telling you, Jamari, you bring the bangers every single time.
I don't even think I was still coaching. Like, I was coaching when Renekton Elise was like a legitimate combination. I'm talking 4 seasons ago. This is
yeah. Bit of damage onto Kadaya, not too much going to come of this one. I want to... Oh, do B. Yes!
He could kill him. He's got Ignite.
He's got Ignite. Is back. Doing B is back in the LPL. He might have bitten off more than he can chew, though. And View sends him back into the graveyard. See you later, Doing B.
You know, I was thinking to myself, he can kill View. View's going to die. He's got enough burst damage of PTA Ignite. Yeah, he's going to go down. But then I remembered Smite is an ability. And not only that, Trundle passive heals him for all of the units that die around him. So now, instead of playing around this mid lane, it looks like Tarzan's going to look for a bottom side dive instead.
Look, the play didn't turn out good, but I'm glad it happened. Here we go. Tarzan diving. Exhaust comes down. Kadaya into the bailout, but Lumao taking the tower. Bailout not quick enough, though. Nice little stun. Pull back from Shanks. This is huge for WE. Tarzan trying to escape, but no follow-up from the rest of the squad.
All right, let's also remember that LNG have the most, in the words of that, like, you remember that color scheme thing about comps? The most mono-red comp I think you can actually do. Yeah, definitely so, and I think he's set up for it. Short range composition with Kennen, but anyway, we're going to have to talk about this skirmish, which is definitely going to break out. Render's there for the secure.
And the repel as well. Tarzan, though, rooted by Gravitum and taken out over the wall. Shing, very nicely done, trying to deny the escape. And Tarzan also flashed on top of it. Lumao with a very questionable engage, because there's a whole gang here from WE doing B's here. Panda C's moved over as well. Shing trying to get the damage out, but the LNG health bars, they're just not tanky enough right now. Lumao walks away, but finally taking down Shanks in the middle of everyone. Just shredding as Panda C cutting through with the scissors. Light chasing down Kadaya in the meantime as it's 2v1 on the top side of the play. Light trying to get one more auto, one more to finish the rend, and there it is. Kill onto Kadaya. And in the meantime, Shanks couldn't turn it into more.
Tarzan's back as well. Very back end of the play. Yeah, honestly, WE, I feel like they're okay with, again, a couple of those kills in trade. You can see Shanks picked up 2 for himself. And he will pick 1 up for himself at the very least.
Crucial there on the backside of the play. Up in the top lane, though, Demon's in trouble. First slice in Maelstrom. Let's see how it goes as the Ren stacking up. Light actually jumps into the slice in Maelstrom there, but I don't think it'll matter. The Ren stacked up and an easy kill there for Light. Crucially, his second kill. Got the kill onto Kadaya at the end of that first play. So, plates, though, is look at Lumao and Tarzan waiting in the wings, wishing someone would step up. Dive in the bottom side onto Panda C. Can they get the kill down? Moonlight Vigil goes wide. Kadaya tanking, use the bailout, though, but it's too little too late. 1 for 1 in the bottom side as they try and get onto the tower. In the meantime, though, Herald up top lane means LNG will get the first tower of the game.
Yeah, LNG are just really far up in tempo on this play. Tarzan picked up the Herald super quickly after the back of Demon getting picked off. Now Lumao looking for Demon. They really want to dive. I think they want this second tower. Just at 600 gold into Light's back pocket. Be able to find.
Inevitably, yeah. When you're playing the early game comp, it feels bad to have Cloud Soul, but here we go, Shanks. Straight off by using his Zonias here. Will just be stunned up. Look at the CC chain. Survive that one, Swain, says LNG. And now the rest of the team just pile on in. WE in full retreat, and I don't know if they've got anywhere to run because Light is chasing them under the tower. View 1 HP. They've got to wait for the wave, though. The wave nowhere near. They're not waiting for the wave. Lumao happy to be the sacrifice here. Who can tank the tower?
The Spiderlings.
Lumao actually survives that one.
The Spiderlings tank the tower. That's who. Lumao just going to walk out of that one. Absolute slaughter in the bottom side.
There is a big old window there for a team to sneak in. A team like perhaps LNG. As we've got to dive on the top side. Shanks trying to make something happen here onto Panda C, who is constantly just getting dived by WE. Constantly in a 1v3 and constantly going down here. Nice kill by Shanks. Nice dive by WE.
Yeah, nice dive, but the Herald in the mid lane is already being responded with. It's great to see WE still being proactive despite the feel of the game state right now. So we'll see what they can potentially do with some of these kills and gold being lent towards the members involved in those dives. But 2 turrets almost go down in the mid lane, and LNG will be able to retreat to this Cloud Dragon, and Doinby also, all the while, has been shoving in this
during the Zhonya's. Tower goes down in the mid lane though. LNG find yet another objective for themselves. Panda C all inning on Demon on the side. Won't quite find the kill, but finds an opportunity and finds a lot of space for his team.
Yep, yes he does. Demon's going to be forced back to base. Still has teleport if anything does break out. But WE losing out on that trade for now. Lamau though, that's Kalista Ultimate, but they're going forward.
It's going to be Shanks using the Swain ult as well. That's a big cooldown to be used. Curse the Sad Mummy odds 3. Shanks has so many red stacks. Demon in the middle of everyone. Does manage to get the slice of Maelstrom, but it's not going to be enough for Panda C answering in the fray. As Doinby tries to find a way to move forward once again, but WE still fairly healthy here. 4v5, but it's difficult for LNG to push for more.
Honestly, with a lead like this, it's kind of surprising the fight turns out almost as close as it does. Starts off with Lamau almost getting picked off, but Fate's Call is there to keep him alive. Demon, a pretty decent ultimate as well, but unfortunately still drops in the middle of it all. And you can see the amount of AoE damage that is available to W is massive, and LNG definitely have to put up with a whole bunch of that always. Now W have to contest and stop this Baron from going down.
LNG trying to keep it tethered at least for the time being, but it will reset in the end. Panda C on the front line here, but he'll walk away. He'll stay safe. But LNG kind of walked into it at the end of the play. Light stacking up the end onto this Baron once again, though. 6k on that Baron. This might actually just go down. WE are really slow moving into this one. Vision is there. View goes in, but it's a little optimistic from him. The Baron down. There's a kill as well. It's traded 1-for-1 as at least they find themselves a spider. But can they find anything more? Can they survive anything more is the real question. Doinby going in. Shanks stunned up. Kiss the Sad Mummy there. And actually, Lumao getting railed by Light on the hostile takeover. I don't think it's enough, though. WE getting chased down now. Panda C just cutting them to pieces. Kedaya, next one to be chased down. Panda C can dash over this wall, but actually it's on cooldown. Yeah, can't quite find the final kill.
Yeah, couldn't or anything, so that cooldown on the was still there. And I think, honestly, off the back of that team fight, LNG at the very least, they're going to take down all of these inhibitors. They could maybe look to close the game, but we'll see. But that's a massive amount of gold to be added to the already stacked up wallets of LNG as the rest of the W members come back out off the back of that skirmish. I think that was the only thing that W had to do was stop LNG.
Yeah, I have to say Demon not having a fun time. Not having a fun time with it at all. Drake coming up in 24 seconds, though. And Jamada, you said this was the window for WE, but forget the Drake. LNG are not interested in fighting over the Drake. They just want the team fight itself. Demon forced away here. Tarzan trying to chase him. Has the Cloud Soul, and a volatile Spiderling will blow him up. Hostile takeover. Can they find any kills? WE desperately trying to hold on to the game, but they just don't have what it takes. Cut to pieces once more. 19-8, and it's a 28-29 minute win for LNG.
Yes, it will be indeed. LNG eventually just continue to absolutely smack WE with their wallets. And unfortunately for WE, they will lose game number 1. LNG, very dominating game by the end of it. Very slow pace, though. I will give credit for WE for slowing that one down in the first 10 to 15 minutes. But once that skirmish broke out around that red buff where 4 kills went over to LNG, it just felt like a bit of a